Hi everybody, it's MeliPlayful, and here we are with Smurfs Kart. Sorry, Tengu's not here. We just couldn't get his voice to record right, so I decided I'm just going to do all the recording. I'm going to be Smurfette this time. Last time I was Papa Smurf. So now we're going to start with this one. I noticed there's just not too much on this game that you could really do. But I do enjoy it. I think it's really good for kids. So last video we were talking about like my childhood a little bit and stuff that I really liked, and me not being on YouTube and doing commentary and all that stuff, and so for me last time was just a few minutes ago because I was recording one right after another. Oh, I hate that they do that to me, or they run me over there. But anyway, so how y'all doing? Sorry if my voice sounds really weird. I've had COVID, and oh gosh, this one's hard. It's got all those holes. But I've had COVID, and I'm just now kind of getting, I guess I would say I'm kind of out of it. I still have the congestion and the weird throat sound and like the weird voice, and oh, that's how you do that. Okay, and I still cough a lot due to the congestion, I guess. I don't know. I'm on day like, I'm trying to be recovered, but I'm on day like 15 of just feeling icky. So honestly, I don't even know what today is. It's past Valentine's Day. It's probably like February the 18th or whatever. But in 2024, I have caught like every single virus and flu bug that there is. I'm just one of those people who can't ever just stay healthy. But it's okay. I'm still, I'm looking forward to it coming up. I got a lot of events planned. I did have an event. It's called the Chocolate Fest. I had it in January. That went pretty good, except it snowed really bad here. And so a lot of people missed work. A lot of people, as you know, don't get snow days like they do in school. So, I gotta, figure out how to jump. I forget sometimes. But yeah, so I didn't sell as much as I normally would. But I still made a profit, which is really good. And I enjoyed it. But I have a few shows coming up. Not until like the second weekend of March. Because I got COVID, I decided not to book anything and keep myself kind of open until I felt a little bit better. I don't want to make anybody sick, Oh, sorry, excuse me. So back to talking about like my childhood. Some of my favorite memories or like I remember playing Duck Hunt. You guys remember what Duck Hunt is? The Nintendo game, original Nintendo. And you had the gun, and you would shoot the ducks. It came with the Super Mario Brothers game. I got a Nintendo for Christmas. I think like my dad at the time worked for Pepsi Cola. He was a big dog up there, and we got things like one of the first Game Boys. We got that, and we got like a Wave Runner or a 4-wheeler from Pepsi. So we got really lucky on. Oh, they kicked me off. So we got really lucky on being able to get things like that. Like if it didn't sell, like they would send extra stuff to like the managers and be like, take this home to your family or whatever. I fell off that again. I was going too fast. So we got really fortunate. I'm not bragging. I'm literally talking about just being blessed during that time. And so for Christmas, I got a Nintendo, and I call him my uncle, but he wasn't my uncle. He was just a family friend that really cared about us, and my dad had worked with him, and we cared about him greatly. And he passed away a few years ago, and it was really hard because we just all adored him. And he ended up like giving the Nintendo, I think, to my parents to make make sure I could have it, and boy did I love my Nintendo. And I would play Super Mario Brothers like crazy. And my dad and I would get in the room, and he would put it at a distance, and he'd shoot those ducks like crazy. I'd get right up against the TV with my gun, and I'd be pointing and shooting the ducks that way. But that was the game that I remember playing with my dad, and it was so much fun. And it was all because of Pepsi Cola and Steve, and giving my dad that and everything. That was a pretty cool time. And that's in the same story where I was talking the last one, being in that town that I'd never lived in before. That was the same town. I kind of got obsessed with gaming too, because I was really lonely there, because I didn't really have that many friends. The friends I did have, I'm still very grateful to have them. I still have one of them. We still talk every once in a while. My best friend, she left Facebook, and I haven't really talked to her since. People just kind of grow up, so that was my best friend there. But yeah, so I played video games a lot, and that was my thing. I just did that. I would babysit, I would play video games. I would be, before school, I'd sit down and play Super Mario Brothers. After school, I'd be on Super Mario Brothers. Like, it became like an obsession. And then when I moved, this is the area that I live in now, is what I call home, because I was born here and I lived most of my life here. And when we moved back here, we actually moved back into the same house that we had lived in before. And when we had moved to work. So when we came back, my dad went back to work at Arkansas. He got a really good opportunity there, and we moved back home. And I wasn't in my room as much playing video games. There were some times I didn't really turn it on at all, and my brother and I would go ride four-wheelers, and we just, we had some good times. It was just different. So I wasn't as lonely when I got back. I guess because I kind of grew up with those kids that were around, and we all knew each other very well, and it was different. But I will have to say, where I did used to live at, I feel like it was like an area that I was comfortable in, like it was just a really, I was comfortable there. I just didn't know too many people because I wasn't there long enough. But I'm glad we got to move there, because I realized, because we moved a lot when I was a kid, and I kind of make little jokes like I have a gypsy soul, minus the crazy stuff that they did. And the reason why I say that is because I love to travel. My dad, and we would take these road trips and go to the beach or something, and my dad would always drive them, and sometimes I couldn't really fall asleep because it was really hard. If I did fall asleep, it was weird, but I'd sleep for a little bit, wake up, but it wasn't until I was older. My friends used to call me Coma, because whenever we went on a road trip, if I was in the back seat, I'd fall asleep. But I'm kind of like my dad. I always want to be the one driving when we take road trips, and that's what I do. But I love road trips, and I could just go from place to place, but we would move so much. Some of my favorite places of living, I really loved Summerville, South Carolina. I felt like that was just a really cool place. I liked the neighborhood I was in. And then I did we lived in Lancaster too, and Morristown, Tennessee. Lancaster, I think, was South Carolina. We lived in so many places, and I got to meet so many different people and see so many different things, and I loved it. And like I said, I feel like that's why I have this gypsy soul, and I just want to travel. If I could, I would take my store. I would get a small bus, or better yet, let's get a big bus and make half of it into a place where I could sleep and everything, and the other half my store. Or just get a small bus and turn it into my store and travel further away to do shows, and just do that. That would put me on the road so much. I'd just load my dogs up and go. I would love to do that. I wouldn't mind, honestly, to get a big school bus and turn it into a home and go park somewhere at the beach And on those, like with the buses, you can park in like RV spots and stuff. And I would park at the RV bus, and then they're like, hurricane season's among us, it's not, you know, hurricane's coming. I'd be like, see you later, and I'd just unplug and leave. And then I'd come back afterwards, you know, that would be so cool. The only problem is like, my craft room is so big. Everything that I do because of my jewelry making and my business, I need a pretty good space for my craft room. And so I would definitely have to pull along like a trailer behind the bus or whatever if I was to take the one bus. So yeah, those are a little bit about me. I'm sorry I'm talking so much about myself. I figured I would just get on here and talk. And I talk a lot, honestly. It's really funny because when my friends and I get together, either I'm talking like crazy or I'm not talking at all. There's never like an in-between. I think he probably says it's different, but sometimes I'll just be talking and he's kind of quiet. He only talks when he really wants to talk about like video games or movies or something, or he'll talk when he has like some sort of news he wants to tell you about gaming usually. But he doesn't just sit and talk like I do. Sometimes he's just like really quiet. And it's really funny. And I'm the one over here just jabber. This is a kind of, these tracks are kind of hard because you can fall off the edges. I'll tell you, I really enjoyed when we got like the community involved and we did the everybody ask a question Q&A. That was so much fun for me. Oh, I didn't know this was up there, did I? No, I didn't. Okay. That was pretty cool. I wonder what those berries do. I hate that it makes me go that way. I wonder if I could turn that off in the menus or something. I bet you can. I just haven't really paid attention. Well, that didn't work out. I need to use that drifting more often. Sorry. So who else made it this far in the video so far? If you made it this far in the video, just tell me who your favorite Smurf is in the comments, so then I'll know. I'll know who made it, who's paying attention. True story, there was one time, I did a giveaway in my video, and I was like, whoever says this phrase to me, it was like 42 minutes in or something, whoever says this phrase to me gets like a $20 gift card, you get your name drawn over at $50 or something like that. Nobody won it because nobody actually was paying attention. This was years ago. And so that's when I was like, oh, people aren't really paying attention to what I'm saying. And so I kind of started losing interest in doing commentary. You know, because it is kind of hard doing commentary when you don't think anybody's listening to you. And honestly, sometimes I just wake up and I'm like, I don't want to talk today. And the worst is like, I love playing the visual novels, but I hate reading out loud to people. And the thing is I'm a really good reader. I read all the time. You guys see my reading posts, which I need to get back to making those. But I read so much, but when I read out loud, I'm like, blah, 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 blah. I mean, that's exactly how I feel. That's how it feels like to me, that I'm not actually accomplishing anything except stuttering. Or I start losing my train of thought, and I'm like, what was I doing? It's just crazy. Okay, that person just took a shortcut. Coming for you. I feel like Country Store. There's so many new Smurfs. Kind of like Care Bears. I was looking and I was gonna purchase some pendants and charms to make Care Bear jewelry, and there's so many new Care Bears. I can't keep up with them. I don't know what they are. Well, that just got me killed. That's fun. That was fun. I need to look for more shortcuts. If you could be a cartoon character, what would you be? I don't think I would want to be a Smurf because Gargamel's mean. Gargamel's the enemy. Somebody told me that, well, actually I was watching a video, I'm sorry, on TikTok, and it was talking about, like, the Smurfs and what they actually represent, and, like, Papa Smurf is the devil, and greedy represents greed, and stuff like that, and I was just like, what? And Smurf has, like, lust, I was like, don't tell me this stuff, that's horrible. Because I love the Smurfs, you know? I think sometimes those videos on TikTok, they just crack me up. They hit me while I was going through this. Where everything, but anyway, those videos are always like, everything is a conspiracy. Stop hitting me, that's mean. I'm talking to AIs. I wish I could throw backwards. It won't let me go that way. I tried. I swear I keep coughing. Oh no! Another one? Are you serious? Oh, that's awful. He just backed me. There, I'm hitting you now too. This is a shortcut. It's fun, that's for sure. Oh, they hit me with arrows. How about hit that? Yay, first place! Yay! Blossom came in right after me. Results. I got first place. Thank y'all so much for watching. It's been fun. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.